Hello guys, today I want to talk about my Benelli City bike. It's from 1970. I had my first Benelli since I was 6 years old. So there began my whole career of my two-stroke tuning. It's a really nice bike. It was designed for racetracks, for camping. Yeah, you can just take the seat down here and you can unscrew it for the steering wheel, and you can clap it together like this and the seat down, so it's really tiny. You can't even turn this here inside, so it's really nice and tiny, and you can take it everywhere. Just put it in the back of your car and you can drive everywhere and take it out for a ride. It's a really small one. The tires are just 5-inch, as you can see clearly, and there isn't a lot of them. And by the way, don't get distracted by my brackets, because in my house I built a hole here. The Benelli stays on the side, as you can see here, and here and here, and yeah, I take a glass on it. You have LEDs light here. I will just show you. You can turn it on, make it brighter or not so bright. Yeah, really nice idea for the new house. Yeah, and when I get older and I had more money, I buy a new one. And yeah, as I love to tune my two-stroke bikes, I decided to tune it. First, I was looking what I can do on it. It's not so easy because there isn't many tuning parts, nearly nothing. You can buy a 60cc cylinder, but it's nearly impossible to find these days. So what I did was I make some aluminum welding, as you can see here, and I put a 70cc cylinder. I think it was from Benelli horizontal, because you have the intake on the cylinder. The Benelli don't have it on the engine like newer two-stroke engines. Yeah, I put a 21mm Dellorto intake calibrator, I think it's the English word. Yeah, and I bought a Polini mini bike exhaust, and I make it fit on the exhaust pipe here. And yeah, that's on this side. On the other hand, I will just show you in a minute. Please give me a second. I turn it on the other side. Yeah, I make some different brackets here on the back, because of course it had too much power for the stock one, and here a very special one. I built a new ignition system. It was not stock for the Benelli, so I had to make it on the drilling machine here, so that I can fit on the crankshaft. And yeah, I let it have a go on the dyno to make it running properly. And yeah, it had about 7 horsepower, not too much, but it was on the stock exhaust. On this exhaust I never had a run again on the dyno. I think it will gain like some 2 or 3 horsepowers. But still, even the 7 horsepower on this one, it's very fast and impressive. It drives very well and fun. And yeah, it's a cool bike. It was my first bike, and as you can see, I restored it properly. It runs about 60 miles an hour or 100 km, and the acceleration is not the best because you don't have any gears, but it's still nice to drive. I removed the Kickstarter because you can make here this thing, I don't know the word in English, and you can just run with it, press this thing, and there is a little pin on the clutch. It presses the clutch, and you can start it just like you put a gear in it. So very nice. And if you want to have one, even if it's very rare and you want to tune it, you can make some little motor tuning, like the exhaust port is very low, the compression is very low, and yeah, you can make a smaller sprocket on the rear, and you can even turn the ignition, the stock one, a little bit more too early. Like, I don't know how much it was, I think 1.5 millimeter, and it makes a lot more power. Yeah, that's all about my Benelli. I really like this bike, and yeah, that's it for today. Enjoy the video. Have a great Sunday.